Alright, hey there, E here, and we're back with more Divinity Dragon Commander. Where last time we finished up Chapter 2, or Act 2. Forget how they divide this up. By the way, we finished up the second part, and yeah, moved into what is possibly the final act of the game. Yeah, so potentially finishing the game today. Last time we're finishing up Chapter 2, or Act 2, and I'm probably alternating between those two. Spent a lot of time gathering resources, building up our armies, and yeah, finishing up our research before we finally took the enemy capital, which then gave us an abundance of resources into Chapter 3, which made the start a little bit easy, possibly. We were able to build up a lot of our forces and defend pretty well against what the enemy had. But yeah, it seems like the enemy is really focused on attacking by the sea, or at least building up the armies by the sea. They haven't done too much land-wise or sent too many land forces our way by sea transports, which has let us kind of send our main army across the land mostly uncontested, and then what they had to fight were pretty weak. So yeah, we were left off with like 5 territories left to capture before we get to the capital, with like only I think like 2 of them possibly with any kind of army presence on them. Yeah, if it's like that, then yeah, that means we could potentially be finishing up things today. Don't have too much in the way of our diplomats or generals to deal with. I believe we kind of finished up our main interactions with our generals. Edmund found a girlfriend outside of his race, so he's less xenophobic now. Henry, he rescued his daughter with the whole collateral damage, and so he's poor, but he does seem happier and get along well, a lot better with the other generals. And then Scarlet, kind of accepted, she accepted that that she was a lesbian and didn't have to really hide it anymore. So, well, she's like still hiding it, but she is a bit more accepting of who she is, which, she just seems a bit happy about that. Then as for the other one, Cassandra, or forget her name, the one that's the queen, we already had her final thing, I guess. Yeah, really haven't anything popped up with her, so not sure if there's another quest with her or if we already had it. Which was, well, 3% of the main quest with her. Like, the last thing we had with her was her wanting us to replace half our army or half our military staff, the officials, with women just because. So yeah, that was kind of the thing with her. Haven't really had another thing with her. Another interactions might do it, but yeah, I feel like if she was going to have another event, probably would have happened by now. So yeah, might be done with our generals. As for diplomats, we started getting them up to their 85% event. 75% event, whichever one that was. Which, yeah, kind of annoying, since accepting for that one diplomat kind of lowers moods of our reputation with the other generals or the other diplomats. So bit of an odd balance, and can't really progress unless we go full in on a particular diplomat. Very unlikely that we're going to get 100% with any of them. Then as for our wife, Ophelia, haven't got anything more with her. Kind of thought that we would have had a few more events with her after she got her fleshy body, getting into something a bit more living or otherwise. So not sure what was up with her. Possibly though, we might have finished her events, which point then all of our people have their events finished, which means we could just more or less focus on conquering the lands until we get to the enemy capital, with the occasional diplomat event. Like I said, we might just particularly finishing today. Just going to depend on how difficult the battles end up being. and whether or not the enemy, if they decide to wake up and start spamming land units. But yeah, we shall see. Then if we do finish early, might do a brief switch then to another game, or just end early. Just gonna depend on how much time we have left. Alright, income is pretty good. They are sending a lot of ships after us. But they can't really capture anything. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yeah, 5 territories before we get to the capital. With only one place having a war factory. Yeah, one more factory here, and then the capital, which will be able to produce units. Then they have a bunch of war factories up here, though, on the northern islands. Not sure if they're just going to use us to produce only ships or land units. Okay, well, they do have some land units here, but they don't have transports. Yeah, they really haven't been producing transports. Which I think might mean that we're relatively safe. So anyways, we're just going to continue progressing eastward here. I need to make a few more gold mines. Oh, we can make a gold mine right here. Yeah, speaking of, let's go in and get that. Do we have a card for that? Oh yeah, free gold mine. Alright, we'll get that. They don't have too many units here. So I'll be able to take this pretty easily, and then yeah, either make a card producing building here or a war factory. Yeah, this one will be a gold mine. Oh, they have a war factory on this one. Yeah, fairly well defended. Yeah, okay, we need to hurry up on and get there. Let's see, before we start moving things around, okay, we have a few interactions to deal with.
I may have derided the imps before, Commander, but I must admit their war machines are marvels of engineering. Once again...
Nothing new with you.
Ugh, this is all too frustrating, Commander. They arrested Narcosim, but he wasn't thrown in a dungeon. He's just confined to a palace out in the country, where he lives in opulent luxury and is reported to have already killed a servant because he looked a bit effeminate, with no repercussions as a matter of course. That's just it. We gay people, we haven't the rights others enjoy. That creep can kill us willy-nilly, and all he gets coming his way is a slap on the wrist and a bloody castle to gallivant in. He'll probably be free in a month's time, stripped of his functions, sure, but ready to resume his murder spree.
Right, that was what issue you brought up with us last time. A nobleman was kind of killing people at will, and yeah, the elf diplomat, surprisingly, tried to bribe us to leave him alone, and we decided against it.
This must end, Commander. A line must be drawn. You have shown me support before, so please do so again. Let me announce to the world I am a proud lesbian woman, and that by order of the Emperor, I am bid to execute the wretch that undid so many of my brothers and sisters.
I don't know, considering that guy is killing someone. So yeah, go for it.
I shall depart immediately, Commander. With your blessing, the Archduke will be dead by the morrow, and thus an archenemy will be slain.
The elves are kind of like it, but who cares? What's their diplomacy, by the way? Yeah, they're at 70%. How are we at 100% with the lizards? Alright, something about using green materials in industries. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess.
What a victory,
Nothing new to you.
I have sent word of your decisions, Commander. With each...
Nothing new to you either. Catherine, that's her name.
Commander, you know we dwarves will do anything that benefits the economy and thereby the Empire. That is to say, you. One of our most lucrative enterprises is the smoke stick industry. People love them. But there are so-called researchers at so-called universities, blasted elves, that say our wonderful tobacco products harm one's health. Nonsense! Our own research proves the exact opposite. So obviously, these elves are incompetent. They should have their government grants revoked, and their publications should be tossed in the fireplace.
Yeah, the thing is, considering dwarves are entirely different species, it may actually be beneficial to them. You ban academic research that negatively influences your economy. We do kind of need the money, though.
Before I became an undead, Commander, gods be blessed that I did, I knew people who sucked in more smoke than air, and none of them ever attained the sacred perpetuity of the bone. I can but conclude the seven do not favor smoke sticks.
Right, is this your event? Yeah, it is. Which, if it is, then that means, yeah, all of them are going to be against it.
Commander, we elves do smoke the pipe from time to time, but always in moderation. People tend to puff smokesticks all day long, though, and our research indicates many of those that do, sooner or later, fall dreadfully ill. Falstaff wants to suppress these facts for the sake of profit. But what about public health?
Yeah, but what about our money?
Commander, it doesn't exactly take academic research to catch at first glance that these smokesticks are vile, lurid inventions fit for neither man nor beast. They bring you great wealth, that I realize, but perhaps wealth does not excuse their existence.
I knew those things were bad for you, Commander. I knew it. First time I smoked a smoke stick, I coughed up such a storm a tornado alert was issued.
Yeah, that's very surprising that you'd be against them. Alright, probably going to go against it. Yeah, be sure we save. Hey, Ophelia.
Commander, you...
Will you ban academic research that would influence your economy? No.
This is horrifying, Commander. People will be swayed by that elven rubbish. Sales will plummet. Revenues will be lost. We stand to lose heaps of gold. You and me both. Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, that's a bit worrying. Oh, weapon or cards? Okay, no, they're still there. Just wondering why it says 5.
I still don't understand why you didn't accept our generous gift, Commander. Now you stand empty-handed, and young Narcosim has suffered an unjust blow to his reputation. Except among the undead, perhaps. I'll thank you to reel that Scarlet Woman in, and ensure this goes no further.
Yeah, sure thing.
I admit I do enjoy the privileges of nobility, Commander, but sometimes their excesses repulse me. A rat like Nakasim should be made to suffer. He should repent, not revel in riches. But such is his lucky lot, no matter how unfair and undeserved.
Yeah, nobody else seems to like them. Alright, on to the planning. Alright, so 4, 4, 6, and 2. Okay, a war factory here. Yeah, we should be moving units that have, or start producing units that have multiple moves. And then we also, yeah, we need to make some C units though to start countering these. Okay, capital's down here, war factory's over here. One ironclad, one imp fighter. Yeah, I do kind of want to get these guys cleared out. Okay, move our ironclad here. Should be able to auto-resolve against those two. Let's get an ironclad and a Juggernaut's kind of expensive. Could have Juggernaut next turn. Yeah, get a bomber here. It seemed that there was a couple of ironclads. Oh, there they are. In that case, do you have air units here? No. Okay, I'm gonna put those three there to block them. Yeah, and we'll start sweeping this group around. Try to clear out all of their units here. As for this one, that's one. Looks like hunters are gonna be having two. Then armors and devastators. Can make one armor. We'll make. Let's go with the imp fighter. No, the bomber balloon. We have enough room for one more. Yeah, go for another hunter. Right, and then next turn they'll be able to catch up over here. all of them but one. Keep at least one unit behind. That way it can have some sort of defense in case they decide to land. And okay, we actually move all of them over. Yeah, just move one from there. And then here, just make 2 troopers. And the main thing we want to try to do is get this cut out. That way we can intercept any transports that end up sitting over. Alright, so 3 battles. 2 ironclads versus our 3 might be a bit close. Yeah, that won't be fine. Really lost an ironclad to them. %. 85, 87, 88. Let's send Catherine. Okay, no ships lost, and then we can unite them. What is that? Could auto resolve this, but we'll just go ahead and fight this manually. Okay, abilities look good. Yeah, so far when we tried these out last time, or when we've been using them, they've been very good. Yeah, the Dread Roar stops them from attacking, which gives us plenty of time to get some free attacks and Bastion for protection. Might remove Purifying Flames for something. Let's see, where was the large AoE attack? Yeah, Devastation. No, not that one. I mean, yeah, that could still work. But no, I think it was Eye of the Patriarch. Yeah, this one. Probably what we can do is have our units stay in defensive mode. Yeah, and this only push up with our dragon instead of our units. That really does seem to be the most effective thing to do. Which, if we are going to do that, yeah, swap that one out. Meter radius of damage versus 450 meter radius of damage. Fireballs only do 185 though, over 13 seconds. Don't know how many fireballs are going to be launched though. That's the issue. And and slightly shorter cooldown. Yeah, it's gonna go with this.
It'll be built in a jiffy. We're out of recruits, Commander.
Really, already? Where are we going?
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Anything for the Empire.
Can you come over here?
We need more recruits, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander. Construction in progress.
Here's to you, sire!
As you will.
Now do try to stick together.
Yeah. It'll be built in a jiffy. Let's get this dance of death started. I'm going. The grave be their destiny. Direct me. Sure, there's an interesting case.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
I will crush their bones. A second chance to serve.
You guys move back.
Losing attitude. Never trust doctors or patients.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Construction in progress.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop us!
We'll crush them one leg at a time. Unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Okay, so we got those dealt with. Heals, please.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Apparently there's something out here in the water.
The Emperor's enemy is my enemy.
Let's build a shipyard.
Underway, Commander.
Let's see what else we got here.
Construction in
Build an arrow
progress.
factory.
Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Hunt is off the leash.
I've got big guns and I cannot lie.
Move you back here. Actually, can you come back here for this? No.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Mortar turret completed. Your unit will soon be ready.
Oh, that Juggernaut was expensive.
Trooper ready to march. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. I will stand until my last breath.
Need a ride? Yes.
Yeah, come here.
Traveling.
If they're gonna be quiet for now, I'll have them take that over. You guys knock it off. Yeah, I think we've kind of got this. Really, why are our recruits defecting?
Need a ride?
No, don't do that.
Hope we don't hit too many fish.
Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Catch as catch can. Let's get this dance of death started.
Hope we don't hit too many
Okay, not
fish.
that one. Go and capture this place.
If enemy transports head straight for you, get out of there. They can self-destruct. Watch out for enemy air mines. Their bomber balloons can now deploy them. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Oh my, invisible transports. They could land anywhere.
Off we go.
Bomber balloons fitted with enhanced explosives. That's bad news for you, afternoon.
Yeah, you stop that. Did you destroy them? Yeah, I blew them up. Okay, those are balloons. Yeah, no, you guys don't get to do that. How are you healing? They are very tanky. Alright, so what do we actually lose? Annoying. Lots of trooper and troop grenadiers. Sky leaves on secret mission. Sources say she's out for blood. Of course she is. Okay, well, Elves are not too unhappy, I guess. Smokestick industry puts up in smoke. Emperor tackles Dwarven enterprise. Emperor rumored to have palace built with enemies' bones. Country in shock. Barbaric tribes, not so much. Well, the bones are fancy, why not? Research total per unit will increase by 2%. I mean, we're done with research, so... yeah, I guess that was kind of useless. And 3 less gold. Okay, it's 1 to 3. Oh, but population in the Empire will increase by 1%.
It is over, Commander. I returned triumphantly. I rode to Narcosim's stronghold on horseback, accompanied by several dozen female knights, and there, with your seal in hand, I announced the fiend's head would roll. It was bliss. It was vindication. They dragged him before me, kicking and screaming, but I, calm and collected, told him, I am Scarlet, Dragon's General, and one of the nature you sought to eradicate. Today, I come for you. His head I left on a stake upon the battlements. His body had thrown to the dogs. Once the news broke, the execution was met with as much applause as it was with indignation. We knew it would divide. But as for myself, I am perfectly content. I am who I am for all the world to see, and thanks to your approval, can look upon friend and foe with pride, with dignity so very long desired and so very long out of reach. You are a great man, Commander, and you'll make for a great king. I wish for no more than to stand by your side until the day comes we have vanquished our last enemies.
Hey, good for you.
Atta girl, Scarlet's done it. Killed that rotten elf and rammed a stake up his gullet. Surefire way to stop his shenanigans, that.
Yeah, nobody liked that guy.
Brave of her, too, to announce she's into women so publicly. But I'll bet you she'll still have a hankering after old Henry from time to time. She could bring one of her lady friends along if that makes her feel more at ease. I really don't mind at all.
Yeah, of course you won't.
Quite a show our little Scarlet staged. The little general that could, after all, isn't she? About to throw away wasted years of molten men and waste them on wine and women instead. Miraculous how things change. Thus passes the glory of the world.
What a lovely, lovely day this is, Commander. A mangy male was brought down by an unwavering woman, by our very own Scarlet. If I could wake to such news each morning new, I'd ask for nothing more.
Yeah, of course you'd be like that. Yeah, Ophelia, anything with you?
Oh, my light and love. All the world is color. My poor, poor brethren. Alive in death alive. Their sight is black and white. Therefore...
It would have been nice if she had some dialogue to relate to the diplomatic goings on or stuff going on with the generals.
When I said earlier I was of the opinion a criminal like Narcosim deserved a much harsher punishment than he got, I didn't quite mean we should simply chop off his head, Commander. Still, I'm not about to shed a tear for the swine, and I'm so very glad for Scarlet. She must feel validated, accepted finally.
Right, and presumably we only have 47 gold because of using one of our generals during that fight. Okay, got an ironclad over there. Okay, we can effectively blockade in this area by going right here. Interesting. Alright, move everyone over there. They can reunite or unite. So stay there. Still not sending over transports here. Haven't even made any. Good. Answer's factory. 2, 3, 2, and 3. And, oh, actually we can't move our hunters that far. I thought we were about to move them a little further. Well, I guess we could send air units to reinforce. Two Devastators, 3 Hunters, 2 Armors, 3 Troopers. What do we have in terms of mercenaries? I'm probably going to save the mercenaries for the capital. Although we do have quite a lot we can use right now. Let's see, 4 hunters, 2 shamans, 2 grenadiers, 5 troopers. We do have an fighter and a bomber balloon to descend. Yeah, so they have 10 units total versus our 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the mercenaries. Yeah, we don't have anything to really counter the armor, so they're also entrenched too. They're gonna reinforce with that from that, huh? Let's see, we could keep this one as a war factory when we take it. Yeah, that'd probably be better. Not going there. Can we get a Juggernaut over to them? Yes, we can. build a war factory on this one. Switch this one to a gold mine. And then probably use this one as our main production for attacking. First off, do we have any cards for that? Let me see. Oh. Emporium, Tavern. Parliament. You have to build the factory there. Although realistically, having a war factory on this territory would be more beneficial. Yeah, let's save the card for this one. And then, right, when we capture, we have to hold it for 2 turns. Get 4 Devastators on this one. Yeah, I'm going to move to capture this one. Let's just go ahead and place a gold mine here then. Never mind. Too expensive. Yeah, so it's a war factory. Alright, we'll just build some aircraft. Although... no, I was thinking we could maybe build some transports and start moving things up here. Although... no, probably better than if we just made aircraft. Yeah, 2 fighters and a Zeppelin. And then as for the capital, Grenadier and a Trooper. Yeah, to start producing air units. Probably when you take the capital, we're just going to use all of our, as many as the mercenary cards as we can. Did they move anything over here? I don't believe so. Yeah, they're still at 10. Okay. Armor units will have more HP, and they're getting 4 mercenaries. Okay, this one we want to, yeah, we also want to save that for the capital. Oh, and those are a lot of reinforcements from entrenchment. to slow down the troopers. Devastators will fire 50% slower. Yeah, they have 4 of them. Do everything against their armors, though. You have to boost our armors. Oh yeah, any armors will do 75% less damage. Right, they'll have more health, but they'll do less damage. Yeah, we're using mostly mercenaries on that final battle, so don't worry too much about cards, I guess. Fires will do 65% more damage. We don't have too many of those. Hmm, 50% slower. Let's have their troopers move slower too. Kinda wish I could see what they were on this one, 'cause I forgot. Trying to get a decent outcome with it. Well, 50% I mean, but still higher than I was expecting. Alright, again, a stall for time, hopefully. Yeah, either Patriarch did seem to be pretty nice for this. Yeah, I might switch out the Acid Blaze for... Yeah, there's a passive here. Yeah, Devastation. Just a general 33% increase in damage. Yeah, not sure how much is that going to be compared though to the acid damage. Keep damaging for an additional 3 seconds. You know what? That is probably going to be better just to have a general increase in damage. Alright, so in general we'll just be doing more damage and take less. Oh, we probably could have gotten that one attack that lets us do more damage to armors, though.
Construction underway, Commander.
Alright, we can capture that one.
The Emperor shows us the way.
Oh yeah, this is pretty much a freebie.
Crush them one leg at a time. Battle Forge completed.
There's really no need to build a shipyard here, is there? Yeah, okay, so we want to capture those over there too.
built in a jiffy.
Might have to watch out for the Devastators though on that side.
Pay me in blood. Construction in progress.
Go on, give me a target.
Bring me the spoils of war!
Is that a tree? Well, not anymore.
Yeah, still 30 seconds before we can do anything.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
Nope, can't pull back.
Recruitment citadel completed.
Three, two, one. Yeah, get these guys attacked before they unfreeze. And then circling around. Yeah, go there, capture that one.
Construction in progress.
It's built.
Will be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. Hail and kill.
shamans. I should be able to mostly wrap this up. Alright, any casualties? Again, we lost a trooper. Disappointing, but we do have the war factory there, so we can rebuild. Emperor mismanaging troops. Rude. Soldiers told to be pillaging and raping as if still in the Dark Ages. We told them otherwise. How dare you? Scarlet has gained a level in fearsome. I really wish we had a clear understanding of what that would actually mean. Okay, nobody has any pressing business. One Juggernaut and a couple of Ironclads. More Grenadiers here. Could probably... Do we have a transport here? Yes, we do. Yeah, and a few fighters. Probably make a few more air units and then send them on here. Or... yeah, we just send like the Juggernaut over on this one. Yeah, then we can capture it and then it'll stop them from using their academy. Yeah, all of our transports are on this side. Okay, a bunch of troopers. Let's get... I think Devastator is pretty cheap. Okay, 4 Devastators, 1 Trooper, 2 Emperor Fighters. Yeah, I do need to capture this one. Yeah, troopers and grenadiers. Yeah, we're gonna bring the fighters down here to assist with this one. Then we can send them up. Anything on the transport already? No. Then we can load them up and get them sent over. Yeah, capture that. And then capture this one afterwards. Yeah, just 2 and 2. Let's see, the troopers are going to stay here to reinforce. Yeah, well, the rest are going to head up and capture this one. What do you have here defending anyways? You don't really have a whole lot. Armor balloon and a hunter. Okay, let's move 2 of the hunters only. A few things here and there. Still no transports though. Looks like a whole lot of devastators and armor units. Interesting. Where'd you even get that Juggernaut from? Well, I think the balloon should be able to handle it. More Devastators, Trooper, 2 Flyers, and a Zeppelin. Yeah, I should be able to resolve this. Mm, 85%. Oh, apparently they had 2 Juggernauts here. Well, about that. Enemy ironclads would do less damage. Those are the ironclads, not the Juggernauts. No, that's their Devastators. Warlocks. No transports. Tell me that's something that could mess with the Juggernauts. Okay. Apparently these just only are Juggernauts. Alright, well, let's increase our attack range. That apparently does not do anything. Yeah, so we lost 8% because of our luck. But gained 7% because of popularity. Ironclads will move faster? No. There's really no way to boost this. guess we could always get one Juggernaut mercenary. Up to 87%. Really lost an ironclad from that. Well, that's not too much of an issue. Yeah, 2 balloons should be able to handle this. Might lose 1, but okay, yeah, there it goes. Right, but you got delayed on the confrontation. Zeppelins will have 50% more HP, and they have 2 mercenaries. Alright, not that much of an issue. I have to worry about the Empires a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, I guess the main thing would be the Devastators. Yeah, this will be fine though. Don't believe we need to use anything. Yeah, sure, make their enemies up and move slower. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the setup. Seemed pretty good. Where's that one that did extra damage to armor units? Yeah, breathing fire or breaching fire. "20-second cooldown. "100% more damage to dragons, medium, and heavy units." And they're not that tanky, I guess. Combined with the Dread Roar and yeah, Eye of the Patriarch, we can kill them fast enough. And it's not like they're fielding an abundance of them. Alright, well, go and capture that one.
Construction underway.
They won't even see me coming.
Hey, where are you stationed? You're stationed all the way over there.
Yeah. Construction in progress. Battle forge completed.
Okay, we need a ship for that one. They are bringing the fighters over.
Standing by, impatiently. Construction underway, Commander. I'll fight to the death.
On the trail.
Construction in progress. Recruitment citadel completed. Don't be pushing. Battle forge completed. Construction Construction underway, Commander. Anti-air turret completed. We need more recruits, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Yeah, they're really passive on this one.
Construction underway, Commander.
Alright. Okay, we'll go ahead and deal with their units for now. Let our recruitments accumulate. Whoop. That was rather excessive.
What's the medical emergency?
You found me, did you?
Alright, go over there and capture these buildings.
Construction in progress. Construction underway, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. Construction in progress. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. It will be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. Field duty, eh? Shipyard completed. War factory completed. Construction in progress.
Quick and painless.
Anti-air turret completed. Aero factory completed.
Yeah, it's weird. They are not building.
Anti-ground turret completed.
Oh. Okay, I guess they were all stealthed. Makes sense.
Anti-air turret completed.
Picking up their scent.
Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-air turret completed. Forge completed.
Right, their imp fighters did have that ability to slow down.
I'm going.
Not a cooldown yet. Yeah, they are going very heavy on the fighters.
Your unit will soon be ready.
I got rid of the fighters that they were using.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Did we win? Yeah, that was a odd fight. Corvus. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be Corvus, but you had the image for the other guy. Triumph trumps overkill, Emperor says, even undead perplexed. Alright, so what did the diplomats want now?
You are well aware it is the Imp's great destiny to create the biggest and baddest explosion ever. One that can reshape our world. And I'll have you know we are getting closer to its realization. Our scientists have discovered the location of what they suspect is a metallic element of such formidable combustibility. At first they thought they were having one of those very special dreams. We want to mine it, of course, but the thing is, it can only be found beneath a couple of dilapidated elven graves. Oberon's making a fuss, but you'll allow us to dig, won't you?
Alright, so what are your objections to this?
Rather than argue for or against the deconsecrating of Oberon's ancestors, I'd like to ask you to consider whether it would be wise at all to encourage the creation of the biggest and baddest explosion ever. Me, I don't think it is.
Plus, it would kind of be playing into Corvus's his whole thing. Where he wants devastation and all that.
I could create acre upon acre of perfect golden barley, where right now 1,000 imps are left to rot in shallow graves. But you don't see me going around demanding Trinculo's kin to uproot its forefathers for the sake of perfect golden ale. At least, not yet.
Yes, you would if you could, wouldn't you?
A couple of dilapidated graves. We are talking about the fields of Evergreen, the most ancient, sacred, and beauteous of elven burial grounds. You cannot possibly allow Trinculo and his cronies to desecrate these hallowed plots.
Yeah, of course you'd be angry about that.
To upset the remains of the dead where they lay is a grievous outrage, Commander, for they may yet be blessed by the Seven and be reborn into the perpetuity of the bow. Let no imp undo this holy destiny that may yet come to pass.
Alright, so... okay, but this is going to, if we accept it'll lower everyone else's disposition. What do we have for everyone else though? Or what do we have coming up? Okay, this one is undead. Right, so we do kind of want the undead to be a bit happy then. Also, the decisions did kind of have a negative and positive. So what would they give us with this? Might make our army stronger, that'd be nice. But is it worth getting the... it's like usually like -10, isn't it? Yeah, it might be -10. Do we want -10 with the undead? I don't know, may as well turn them down. We can turn down everyone else. Yeah, we're gonna turn them down.
Come on,
Even if it might...
You were well aware-
Even if it might make our army stronger. The whole thing is that, yeah, Corvus has been feeding the imps information on science. So, they're kind of somewhat working for him.
But, great destiny, big explosion, so close. Oh, why do you have to be such a spoilsport, Commander? Who cares about evergreen fields when you could have ever greater fireworks?
Alright, move it on. Okay, this is mostly clear. Two troopers, 2 hunters. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that over. That way we can focus on sending our army up here. What do they have guard here? Just the 1 hunter and 1 devastator? Okay, so we have the 2 balloons here. Move down that way. Oh, okay, you're already full. Never mind. And fighters. Yeah, gonna send them up here. Oh, you're just gonna get stuck over there. Never mind. Yeah, we'll just say them to attack this one. It'll probably be fine. Yeah, leave the troopers here. Yeah, get more troopers, be more hunters. Yeah, devastator and armor. Yeah, I don't think we have enough for a gold mine there. So for troopers and grenadiers. This is all ironclads and juggernauts, so don't think we need to reinforce the capital anymore. Yeah, this will probably be good. moving all over the place. And it's just those two locations. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, this one's in auto resolve. Okay. Really lost a trooper from that. Yeah, I can auto-resolve this one too. Lost a surprising amount of units. Well, 2 troopers, but still surprising. Campsite is opposed by Emperor. Micro-weapon could have won us the war. Kind of unnecessary. We are really close to winning, so not much of an issue. Alright, mercenary cards. 1 Zeppelin and 1 Zeppelin. Yeah. Not that special. Okay, Empire will become more populous. Research will be decreased by 1%. That's fine. We already have all the research, so not an issue. Was that all the imps that they were going to provide us with? Just research. Yeah, not much reason then to be supporting them in that case. Alright, what do you have on here? 4 Grenadiers. That is a little bit much. Still, I think we can pick them pretty easily. Yeah, just tavern. What do you have here? Not, well, actually do have quite a bit. But I think we can deal with that pretty easily if we just fight it manually. Plus all the mercenaries. Then all they do is hold it for a few turns. But we do have a card that prevents attacks for a few turns. So just place that and then, yeah, it's kind of a non-issue. Okay, leave 1 trooper there. That was a really bizarre route. Yeah, that should be auto-resolved. Weren't some of these supposed to be functioning as transport? Probably only during the battle phase then. I'm gonna move them over just in case. That is a terrible route. You're very much gonna get attacked, huh? Oh, does it follow the route that you use? Yeah, these guys can protect the territory. Alright, that should be good. Oh, I forgot to purchase troops. I'm sure that'll be fine. So we're fighting on that one. They only boosted their population, or was it the gold production? Would you boost? Yeah, you boost your revenue for some reason. That's not going to help you all that much. Yeah, Corvus not that much of a tactician, is he? Despite his scheming. What'd you do? Okay, you increase the damage of your armors. What do you have a lot of? Well, first off, start off with 500 recruits. Anything we want to weaken? Oh, can't filter. Yeah, the fighters were pretty annoying. Do everything for the fighters. Yeah, because this is the damage that they do. Alright, so 100 Juggernauts. Can use the Juggernaut to bombard them. Anything else we can do? Anything that would be good? I had one for 2 Juggernauts. Let's see if we add bombers. It's up to 69%. Wow, we could just auto-resolve it. Warlocks, dropped it down to 77. Yeah, I think like the bombers are our best chance. Oh, what about them fighters? Haiti. Nope, that was even worse. Nope. Basically, the armor attack range didn't help out too much. Let's get those. What was it? The four fighters. Or the 4 devastators. Yeah, and then we're going to. I don't really want to just auto resolve it. Nah, let's fight it. Let's get some Shaman mercenaries. Oh wow, that got us up to 84. Yeah, let's just fight it manually. Let's see what Corvus has going on. Yeah, he just has the imagery of the first guy that we fought. The first brother. Arthas, or something like that. Or is he the bird? Might have been the bird. Would make sense. And setup wise, we're gonna keep it the same. Oh, we are very close.
Construction underway, Commander.
I was not expecting that.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. Construction underway, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Should have had a transport there.
Construction underway, Commander. Battle forge completed. That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander. Mortar turret completed. Construction in progress. War factory completed. Aero factory completed. Destruction is imminent. Looks like enemy settings can unleash fire bats. Okay. Shipyard completed. Into the dark. My death is short-lived. Just off the leash.
Doc definitely would have had a better, would have been better if he had just auto-resolved it.
Momentarily, Commander. Doctors in the house. Construction in progress. Our eyes plan.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with the unit abilities. You can get a lot of abilities for units, but you have to manually activate them And trying to activate like each like an ability for like 20 different units is not practical.
What needs evaporating? I'm going. Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress.
Alright, we won't build an air factory then.
Underway, Commander. Construction in progress.
Yeah, build an air factory right there.
You're blowing my cover.
Hunter, go over there.
Don't be pussy. Construction in progress. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress. Battle forge completed. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Constructed to fight. War factory completed. Trooper ready to march. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. We sail the seas of destruction. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. You set the trap, I'll make the kill. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be
Yeah,
ready.
we're just getting rushed down so quickly.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
You found me, did you?
Construction in progress. Back from eternal sleep. Warlock ready for action. Join us, and together we will...
Like, this wouldn't be such an issue if they could automatically use their abilities.
The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. Trooper ready to march. Anti-ground target completed. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will soon
If we hold on a little bit longer, we could just kill him with the dragon. Alright, you should stop that. Yeah, definitely would have been possible if we didn't have the 500 units at the start, or 500 recruits at the start. Yeah, I don't think that does a whole lot to buildings. Come over here. No. There's someone over there invisible. Alright, so how many units did we lose from the ones that from our main army? Surprisingly, none. Conquer the capital. Good. Didn't get any gold, though. Yeah, sure, Captain, go for it. This win presents Empire with no real advantages. Bit rude considering that was the capital, so that should be it. Right, now I do believe we just have to hold it for 2 turns and then... yeah, and then that will be it. Which point, though, doesn't look like they can... yeah, they don't have anything that can, yeah, take us. Unless they have like a second capital up here or something. Alright, what's our objective for this one? It'd still be just to take the capital. Alright, troopers and everything. Oh, shamans. Always forget the shamans. Yeah, let me just be able to auto-resolve this one. Play some archives here. Maybe that'll take their parliament building. Really? Oh, they are actually attacking. Yeah, but those are... yeah, they're attacking with ships, though. They won't be able to... yeah, ships and balloons. They won't actually be able to take anything. Yeah, they started a war factory. Really, that's only 50%. cost quite a bit with that one. But the land is secured. Interesting. I thought we had some ironclad mercenaries. Or a few more left, but no. Oh yeah, that's fine. Achievement. Chapter 3, conquer the enemy's capital within 15 turns. Victory. Dragon conquers Rivalon. Oh, was it only one turn? I thought it was 2 turns.
Welcome back, Commander. One last time, let me welcome you back aboard the Raven. The Empire has been restored. Peace, briefly dethroned, follows in your wake. What 3 mighty men once set out to do, you have accomplished single-handedly. In the name of an entire world, in the name of delivered millions, I thank you. Long may our friendship last, and long may last your reign.
Alright, so what about Corvus?
He has been finally defeated, Commander. So many of his aspects you have destroyed that he is now but a shell, bereft of all powers. When I dismantle the Raven, him I shall banish to the abyss he came from, and with him, the last remaining traces of that vile traitor, the Architect.
Alright, so he is just going to be fully gone.
Your wife and all her wisdom I have sent out to locate the best and most beauteous spot in Rivalon, where we will build your castle. Then, a capital we'll build around your castle, and an empire around that capital. An empire that will stand for 1,000 years.
Okay, so we're not using any of the other lands we've already taken. Alright, so I don't know what sort of place Ophelia will choose then. Also, that ended up not being that big of a deal. Though definitely saving up that 500 recruits definitely helped. If we didn't have that, we would not have been able to win it.
But for your blessed realm to remain standing so long, we must destroy every last bit of demon technology, including this majestical Raven. It is a sad thing indeed when such wonders need to be undone, but we cannot trust the nature of man, or any of the others. Soon these machines will be but figments of the imagination, be like snippets of dreams that fade from memory upon waking. We cannot have it any other way. Give the word, dear dragon, and I shall commence to shape the world anew.
Right, you say that, but I'm sure some of it will escape. Let's have a chat with our people.
By all means, Commander. I'm certain they all wish to congratulate you on your victory.
Kind of curious what they're all gonna say. Also, no chat with Ophelia.
Ah, Commander. Everyone seems to be in a rather merry mood today, as if our final victory took them all by surprise. Oh, these short-sighted simpletons. Bless them, eh? As though any endeavor that has my backing is not bound to prevail. To be fair, though, I suppose this is indeed a day to be merry. Many gave their utmost to safeguard the Empire. Many gave even their lives. So many proud lizards. And yes, dwarves, elves, the others too. Heed well their sacrifice, Commander, for it is you they fought for. Even more, I think, than the idea that is the realm.
Yep, can't forget all the others.
Still, the one thing that really matters, the one thing that will be remembered is that the dragon came, saw, and conquered. And there's an end to it. But anyway, enough banter. A good sherry is what I need. They brought in some new casks only yesterday, I do believe, so I live in good hopes I may yet have a sip of sherry worthy of its name before this ship is decommissioned, and we win it.
That's probably a good thing we didn't allow the Imps to do their little project then.
Bulls, we've triumphed, Commander. After long last, we can say, game over, lads, the war is won. No cry rings quite so cheerily and chillingly in the ears of an old warhorse like me. Aye, for I may be a well-seasoned stallion, but I'll be damned if I'm ready to be put out to pasture.
I don't know what he's gonna do because he is kind of penniless. Yeah, from rescuing his daughter, he ended up having to give up all of his wealth and his lands.
And how about you then? Guess you've made your old man proud. His empire shattered like a stricken sheet of glass, but you've managed to puzzle it all back together. And a good job you did too. Dragons, eh? They'll get the job done. Guess you've got a couple of 100 years ahead of you. Me, a couple of dozen with any luck. That's okay though. I've pretty much accomplished what I wanted and more, thanks to a couple of gentle nudges by your hand. Perhaps Scarlet Catherine and I can join forces now, if they be willing. Always some mischief going on in the world in need of setting right.
Wow, working together with people. Amazing. No, yeah, Edmund wasn't included in that, was he?
Good then. That's settled. Now, let us drink. You didn't think I was gonna let you gallivant off without joining me in a toast, did you? Come on. Down the hatch. To us, Commander.
You did it, Commander! We won! Do you realize what this means? We can go home, live lives of peace! Oh, Lord, I'm gonna be bored all day, aren't I? Come to think of it, maybe I won't. I've a new quest to start, you know. One you helped me embark upon. There's a girl out there in the wide, wild world. A girl whom I shall love, and she will love me. That's a great adventure too, isn't it? A journey more worthy than war. Yes, I'll leave in the morrow. But no, Commander, that oftentimes I'll gaze skyward with a smile on my lips, and when I do, you'll be the one I think of.
Wasn't that nice?
Well then, Commander. Looks like it's all over. What seemed impossible only a relatively short while ago has been made a reality. Maxos was right all along. You, the dragon, were destined to redeem the realm. But you have done more than conquer the world, you know. You have been an instrument of redemption. I was a bitter woman when my kingdom was taken from me, and all the more enraged by the injustices I and every woman had to suffer.
I don't know, aren't you still kind of bitter?
You, however, have cured both my bitterness and my loss in the faith that any man could be a creature of honor and respect. Thereby you yourself have earned great honor and respect in turn. Cherish your victory, Commander, for it is yours more than any other. Long may your memory rouse the heart of each and every being that loves this blessed plot we call Rivellon.
Not all things considered, fairly supporting from her. Actually very supporting. More surprising, actually.
There we bally well have it, don't we, my lord? Well, I can't believe it's over. Indeed, I don't. No more tinkering, no more hammering, no more engineering. Oh, what a sad, sad day. Bitter misery. Then again, the raven stopped singing to me long ago. And the things she taught me were more precious than anything that rigid old sorcerer could come up with. Time for Grumio to pack it in. Time for my poor cousin Trinculo too. We'll have to invent new wonders all over again. Yes, that'd be good fun, actually. How about I join your court, my lord? Oh, the crafty contrivances I could fashion for you and your wife. Fountains that spout wine or beer on command. Fans that wave by themselves. You can kiss those smelly orc slaves goodbye. Oh, and carriages that stay cool inside even in the summer. Oh, we'll have us a blast, my lord.
Yes, we will. Just avoid all the demon technology. Although, considering that the imps do have knowledge of this, especially Grumio, I'm kind of guess to let's send Trinculo. He's gonna have these two killed.
Buggering, bonking blunderbusses, Commander. You've done it. Not that I ever quite doubted a fire-breathing beast, equipped with my nephew Grumio's jetpack, but by golly, you sure gave us a show.
Yeah, the jetpack was definitely useful.
Imps and dragons. You know, sometimes we see eye to eye, sometimes we stamp each other's toes, and when we do, mine's smart a tad more. But that's okay. We're chums, you and I, aren't we? No doubt about it. Oh, lordy, lordy, what an occasion this is. I feel like I should say something profound, but such is not the way of imps. All I can say is this. Please, 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 don't listen to that old goat of a Maxos and destroy all this technology. By every god that never was, these trinkets, these gadgets, these machines, they're so much fun. But they will be destroyed, won't they? Blimey, Commander. If that's not like a pigeon pooping right on your birthday cake the very moment you're about to take a great big bite.
Yeah, kind of disappointing, but considering that this is all kind of demon technology, understandable. So, are you gonna be all quiet now?
It is impossible. Impossible that I have been beaten. I who so many, reduced to one. So much blood has been spilled, been lost. Not even Magia Sanguinis could tame your soul. For one such as you, I can but stand in awe. Eternities of torment would I have made you suffer. And yet, in the servant I had foreseen, I find my undoer. May Maxos end me swiftly, for such shame sears my soul.
He's been quite easygoing about it. It's like that's, yeah, a bit of a scam he's got going on. He has a plan.
Commander, the Seven have truly favored us all. Heathens wither in the throes of death as we tread by them victoriously. Glory be unto the gods.
Yeah, surprising considering how often we angered the gods.
No mortal can, of course, truly mimic their magnificence, but the harder we try, the more we may find favor in their stern, just eyes. I'm afraid what favor you have found does not quite live up to the expectations I had, but I'm contented in the knowledge that times of peace may just bring the faithful new challenges which we may overcome together. For peace, as you will be aware, so frightfully easily leads to vice.
Very true. Also, is your dialogue kind of somewhat dictated by, by how much our reputation is with your people?
Besides, the Empire is but new. So many who stray have yet to be subjugated. Whatever your merits, Commander, much more can be done. Yes, indeed. After all, so say the hallowed 7 scriptures. The world shall never be perfect until all that stirs is bone.
Right, what's our popularity with the undead? Oh, it's actually quite high. Okay, so maybe, popularity doesn't affect it too much. Or maybe that is just a high reputation, high popularity dialogue. Might have said something different if we were much lower. Total population, 38,000. That is kind of low. Casualties of war. Wow. 141,000. Almost 5 times the population. Enemy units destroyed. 3,482. Dragon kills. We personally killed 1,705. Yeah, so personally killed about half the enemies. Cool. Army destroyed 450. Battles won 66. Only lost 5. I'm sure it would have been a lot more if we had kept the difficulty the same. Luck, minus 8%. Yeah, the 7 don't like us. But considering what we're learning from about them in Original Sin 2, yeah, the 7 are not very nice. The population is very motivated, so that's good. Losing 6 gold per turn. Yeah, I had a few policies about that. Some bonus research. And a small bonus to the population. Oh, is her portrait there because she has the highest popularity with us? Or we have the highest popularity with her?
Praise be, Commander. Rivellon has been saved, and her great green mother with her. Quite clearly, we have but one being to truly thank for this unexpected and inimitable feat, and that is you. Nevermore, I think, has the freedom you have granted us put a greater responsibility on our shoulders in turn, on each and every one of the civilized races. We must earn back the very rights to happiness your liberation entitles us to. I will remain a politician for certain, and I will continue to defend elven viewpoints valiantly, even though you have gone to incredible lengths already to ensure our ideals move beyond the stages of conception and enter the dimension of reality. I foresee a bright future, Commander. Indeed I do. Yes, I may have to contend with dwarves and undead still, but that is no price to pay at all in return for the stability of peace. Thank you. May the spirits of nature guard your soul, and may their wisdom be your constant companion.
Commander, allow me to congratulate you. Not just from the bottom of my heart, but the deepest recess of my beer-soaked liver. More affectionately and sincerely, I cannot be. We've come a long way, and along the road, dwarf and dragon have become the stoutest of allies. Dare I say it, friends.
That is quite something from you, coming from you, I guess.
You, Commander, no, Emperor, will be a monarch to remember. A man whose memory will wear out untold ages. Rivellon is yours, won fair and square. So treat her well, for a mighty fine realm she is.
Yep, don't forget it.
But come, let's have a drink, you and I. We've earned it both. Today, no politics. Today, no war. Today, we raise our glass to Rivellon and to the dragon who secured her freedom.
This
Now, what do you
moment
have to
has
say?
been so long in the making, Commander, that now the hour strikes, it seems almost unreal. And yet here we are. The war is over. We have won against unthinkable odds. Unlike some, I know full well what this victory means. How important it is to enact what you and Maxos set out to do. It's uncommonly brave to revert time, as it were, and undo the miracles of magic that brought us victory. Only a handful would understand how uncommonly wise this is as well. Such wisdom requires a lizard's mind, I do believe, abounding with primordial profundity, or at least a lizard's vision. You do possess both to a degree, though perhaps not as much as I had hoped. Still, I do not mean to put you on the spot, dear dragon. What you have accomplished outshines the political tribulations we had. And who is to say we shan't find you more accommodating in the future? We are but on the cusp of your illustrious career. Of that I am certain. For I am convinced that more than in the empire you won, your legacy will lie in the empire you will leave behind. It is my fondest desire. It will be a realm in which all lizards will reside in freedom and happiness.
Hey, they're all quite optimistic about our rule. Good. I'm not gonna have to have them executed. Can I look at the map? No? Okay, can't interact with it. And again, shame that Ophelia disappeared.
You have spoken with your companions, Commander? Are you ready to set in motion the realm's new destiny? Very well, Commander. In this end, let us find myriad new beginnings. Now dawns an age of peace. Now breaks in golden light the Pax Draconis. And so it was that after long last, Sigurd's son, the prince they had called a bastard, became Emperor of Rivellon. Peace descended upon the battle-scarred realm, and each and every war machine was duly destroyed. No longer did demonic technology hold sway, and the world became one of harmony once more. Harmony between magic and nature. As for Maxos, grateful his friend had secured his father's legacy, he knew this would be the beginning of a new age. That of Dragon Knights.
Yes, you could say it was a Dragon Age. Oh, that's it? Oh, I did accidentally press something. Hey, that's rather abrupt.
With your very well. And
Right, make sure I don't touch anything, just in case.
Last, Sigurd's son, the prince they had called a bastard, became Emperor of Rivellon. Peace descended upon the battle-scarred realm, and each and every war machine was duly destroyed. No longer did demonic technology hold sway, and the world became one of harmony once more. Harmony between magic and nature. As for Maxos, grateful his friend had secured his father's legacy, he knew this would be the beginning of a new age. That of Dragon Knights.
Oh yeah, that is it. Wow, I didn't even cut to a credits or anything like that. So that was kind of abrupt. It would have been nice to have a bit more of a follow-up with our people. Maybe something like about how our decisions affected the different races. Definitely something with our wife. Yeah, considering that we made her stop being, well, literally make her, but helped her stop being an undead, definitely would have been nice to have some sort of epilogue with her. So yeah, really abrupt, and yeah, the last fight was kind of easy. Yeah, so a bit disappointing on that front. Understandable then, I guess, why this game, I believe it was considered a pretty average game when it came out. Nothing too special, and I guess why Larian did not make a sequel to it, though, yeah, just kind of stuck with the CRPGs. Still, though, not entirely bad. Didn't like the characters. Though, yeah, I guess as an RTS, it was a little bit on the weak side. Yeah, the battle phase felt like it was more about spamming units as fast as you can. Yeah, so I guess there's that. It was kind of like, the game is mostly held up by your interactions with the diplomats and your generals and your wife. But even then, definitely could have used more. Yeah, because a lot of the decisions were just one or the other, just two choices for pretty much all of them. Definitely could have used more choices during those decisions, as well as some nuance to some of them. Yeah, like with Catherine, some of her choices were pretty harsh, and while reasonable, weren't something that would be ideal to enact right away, or at least enact the way she wanted them to. Wouldn't be an ideal situation. Like, for example, the whole decision of replacing half the male generals or officials with females. It's like, even representation would be fine, but just random, like, it was effectively making it sound like random firing of people for random hiring. So definitely could have used a bit more dialogue options within that one. Yeah, and also for generals, Scarlet definitely felt like her story developed late, I guess. Yeah, could have used a bit more balance with how the generals were represented. Yeah, but the generals with the wife, and but the diplomats too wouldn't have hurt to have some sort of relations or personality development with them. Still interesting though that you could develop your generals' personalities in different ways, at least. And then, at least with the case with Ophelia, you could push her into very different routes. Keep her undead, have her be a mechanical body, have her be fleshy, and yeah, a few different things with her. Yeah, I know at least with the other princesses, you do also have some options with them too. So yeah, definitely interesting with the interest, with the character actually with them. Disappointing that Scarlet wasn't an option, but understandable considering her orientation, as well as, I guess, the inverse universe, the inverse reason for not having a human princess candidate or human bride candidate. Still though, out of the general, so she was the more pleasant of them. Let's see, what else is there? Music was nice, even although I felt like a lot of it was familiar. But still though, very nice, appropriate, nice to listen to and all that. The world phase could have used a bit more. Yeah, more options instead of just one single building. Definitely could have had, would have benefited more from having more building options. Kind of like maybe something from the Total War series. A whole bunch of series of buildings and then all different effects, and would have been nice to have them carry over a bit more between the maps. Yeah, instead of just the one-time transfer at the start. Would have been better, I think, if they had some like continual bonus that would transfer over depending on what you built, and well, what you built, what you didn't build, and then in combination with some choices that could be unlocked from different buildings that you constructed. Definitely could have helped with that. And maybe something to flesh out the personalities of your siblings. Yeah, something a bit more beyond just the between chapter cutscenes. Just depicting them as kinda psychotic and insane. And really, all things considered, it's a bit odd that they really didn't have any redeeming qualities about them. Yeah, they're just kind of terrible people, so yeah, that was a thing. Also, yeah, I really thought there was, with the way some of the intro was, kind of thought there'd be more siblings. But no, apparently, the king was fairly loyal right up until he met our character's mother. So yeah, not too many siblings then. Let's see, what else is there? Difficulty was a bit odd. Yeah, I tried to play it on the hardest difficulty at the start. Definitely imbalanced. Or that's just something more for people who are actually used to playing RTS games, which I am not. So yeah, I probably had some added difficulty or added degree of impossibleness with that. Still though, the endless streams of enemies really feels impossible. Kind of curious as how someone would actually win against that. Let's see, needed some better controls for the dragon. Definitely needed a dedicated ascend and descend button. And while it wouldn't work for multiplayer, probably a slowdown when giving orders to units. Yeah, that definitely would have helped. Instead of just having to rely on F1 through F4 for selecting either like units nearby, units you're pointing at, and then like all units. So there was that. Though at least it didn't make it easy it was easy to construct units, but you really couldn't decide which production building to construct from. Yeah, so maybe a little bit more choice with that. Definitely, however, needed a way to auto-cast abilities. Yeah, because something I said during one of the battles. Trying to like manually deal with all the abilities, from like 20 different units, one at a time, and then have them single target the enemy units. Really not possible. So yeah, despite going through all the trouble researching it, did not use them at all. Also, a lot of the dragon skills really did not get a whole lot of use of them. Any of the single target ally ones, pretty useless. So yeah, the skill tree for the dragon definitely could have used some work as well. Though I do understand that they'd be more useful during a multiplayer match though. As for single player though, very useless hour. What else? First two chapters, not that bad in terms of progression. Final chapter, however, yeah, a bit odd. Especially that one battle where Corvus did not move any of his units from his starting area, and we were able to more or less take over just about everything unopposed, so that was a bit of an odd thing. Then overall, yeah, it's kind of as I said a bit with the final map. Corvus focused way too much on C units. Really wasn't that aggressive either. Yeah, too many C units, not aggressive. Made things a bit easy on that. Then again, it could also just be an issue of the difficulty that we chose. So I suppose there is that to consider. But anyways, that is enough ramblings about this game. Yeah, pretty average game, definitely had a whole lot of issues. Not the kind of game you would be looking for a whole lot of not going to be constantly replaying. Yeah, something where if you did replay it, you would just toss on to the easiest difficulty just to get through the battles, and probably auto resolve as much as you can. And the main thing you just want is just the other stories and different options with your people. Otherwise, yeah, it's not the kind of game you'd replay anytime soon. Though, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel considering how much experience Lyrian has gained, and yeah, plenty of examples for them to follow with RTS games, especially some that were similar to this. Or even like other RTS games, like either the Total War series or like the Age of Wonders series, I believe is in a similar format with how Dragon Commander was done, with the overworld territory map and then the RTS battle map. I think that's how it went. Fairly certain there's other games that are similar, but do it much better. Though they are lacking in characters. Oh yeah, speaking of characters, could have used a few more generals too. And a bit odd that you could only deploy one general at a time during the battle phase. Yeah, so once you deploy one general, you can't use the rest. So, a bit on that. And annoying that they cost so much to deploy to. Well, anyways, enough of the ramblings. Was going to play a different game, but yeah, considering how long it took to get through everything and like all the rambling, I feel like that's good enough for a stream for today. So yeah, we won't be continuing this next week. Instead, we'll be moving on to Total War Warhammer 3, getting back to that and playing the DLC. Well, playing some of the factions that came out one ago. Haven't decided yet, but that is something we'll be going through next week, unless my schedule changes. And then as for how we're going to go through Warhammer 3, instead of kind of just going forever until like the long victory, pretty much going to cap things at 100 turns. 100 turns or until we get the long victory. And then, yeah, just kind of leave it at that. And that way it doesn't drag out. Yeah, because that could get about 100 turns. Either you know you're going to win or you lose. I mean, well, that's kind of like that. Like at 100, like about 100 turns if you haven't achieved a long victory yet. It's just really just a matter of time. It's just going to be a really slow process though. So not much point in dragging out. It's not like they have any special cutscenes for achieving the long victories. It's just achievement stuff. Just achievement stuff and a goal to head towards. But anyways, so yeah, that is it. Well, yeah, that's planned for next week. Going on to Total War Warhammer 3. Going to at least play one faction and then move on to the next game afterwards. So not sure how long that's going to be. And then Sunday will be the continuation of Divinity Original Sin 2. Yeah, still going through Act 1, going through the swamps. But I believe we are nearing the end of exploration of that area. Yeah, we already found where the exit point is. So just have to finish exploration and then we could probably move on to the next act. Then Wednesday would be the continuation of Rimworld, where we are doing a very poor job of surviving on our current run. Getting overwhelmed by the natives constantly. Yeah, still to decide whether or not I'm going to re-add Combat Extended or not. Yeah, because it's going to make things easier, but I don't want it to be too easy. Then again, I'm also leaning towards letting it progress and yeah, just taking the loss. Because yeah, the raid that we're stuck in, we are not beating that. Well, some of these is very unlikely. Well, anyways, that's just something we have to see for Wednesday when it comes around. So yeah, with nothing else, thank you all for watching. Thank you to those who... Hold on, wait. I'm getting my order all mixed up. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Be sure to follow or subscribe to the channels depending on where you prefer to watch for notifications when we're online. Otherwise, there's always my social media for updates and notifications. Twitter is at Emery_EE, IMRE_EE, and Blue Sky at Emery-EE. Well, same thing, just different between dash or underscore depending on where you prefer to go. But if you don't use those, I do try to stream regularly between 12:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. US Central. Usually give or take 30 minutes, barring things like illness, technical issues, fatigue, or in the case of today, yeah, finishing the game for an early end. But otherwise though, usually pretty good at being here between those times. As for today's, yeah, somewhat consistent lately because of work, but I will at least try to have Sunday, Mondays, and Wednesdays be regular days. As for the rest of the week, it's just kind of got to be finding out when it happens. At which point then I'll be sure to announce it in the stream or like post on one of my socials. Well, both of them at least when I can. Well, anyways, once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you to those who happen to stop by the stream live, as well as a thank you to those who may end up watching the VOD. Hope you're all reasonably entertained and that you have a good day or night, whichever may happen to be, and that you stop by again next time. With that, thank you and goodbye.